Talofa Samoa la tunu pele atia fafta atu e la tolo ko meni me tato videos ma fa so ma fo manatu malangona e fa o sofia e fo ile fia tambo fahi le ona ina I avatu nisi fa so awala lo rumo lo la fi nau o alum fa nau le tato tunu faftai o te fia tautala I se vaenga o me monia o te fia and I'm talking from my own experience o me monia e te mana o le fa tu neni o sini mani fa mo te ngalue la luma lo o la fia tam fai o le tele o tagata o le atau faaleanga mai atu o le tele o vaenga o le ao o mai atu o e challenge ai o pe fai o na fai o le me moni o te fita wat au te fiungo fie ma e whaalongolongo I tala tagata a fai na te loa na tala loa ma e sila fia ino o to tele o le mele lei tele le mea na o le me moni o te fita and I'm talking from my own experience if you know what I mean o le tele o tagata e tala noa ma tau tala ma tau faaleanga ma tau fai fo lele e tu o ilalo o le tele fo na o lo wola fi now langa fo ele se fie le tu e te le lava le mele te mana o ina ia fata unuina e le ma faina o tangata faini faamatalaga ia te oe pe a e lenga lue I se me e alwalo I luma low wola fia tam fai if you know what I mean people will never talk about you if you're not working towards something to achieve something people will talk about you will put you down because they see that you're doing something better fa lele alwalo I luma lo wola fia soifua. So people will put you down and God will put you up. If you know what I mean, God will always lift you up. Also, like titi tono samo. Sa oa o ngai malifa, sa oa o ngai peer primary school. Ia o tau o vaitamina sa standard 1, form 1, form 2, standard 3, you know, and all that. Ito tonu la malifa, I think if you think about these days, o le year 4 to year 9 or year 8. Or year 7, year 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, year 4 to year 7, Bravo 4, standard 1 up to standard 4. I was in a peer primary school. Ole tuli so ya ole ang be monia te fita watu. And I'm not ashamed for ole tuli so ya ole tuli so ya ole fale ole tuli so during this time. La fatu aiva se fulu tausanga se tulanga pena. Alan tuli so ole ole mene ole tauta so. Alan tu so o leang o the men so o lot of so o ya o lot of so I don't know why but I kept on thinking to myself I kept on saying to myself why am I doing this o le me alina tupu mene o le me alina o kogal so you know and people the principals school teachers and people say to me e le ma fanga lu luma lo langa onga o lo kogal so o ke fisi so o ki ngaka dinga lo kogal so I got expelled and suspended from school many times. But this is where I'm coming from. People put me down. People said I will never be able to make it somewhere in life. Many years later, I became a public speaker. You know what I mean? I became a motivational speaker. I became a professional speaker. How did I do that? But this is, I'm talking from my own experience. And I'm sure you can see where I'm coming from. If you know what I mean. But that's not God's answer. If you know what I mean, God will always help you if you can keep on doing what you're good at. If you know what I mean. E o wala te mina o amata ina o wofi public speaking matulanga benama o wofi e Toastmasters. Even my own circle of friends. Even tangata mate ma fai me fa atasi ina o fa alongo la o walu o te o ina o te alu Toastmasters o Toastmasters. E o ina la tala la public speaking skills, leadership skills, marketing skills, sales skills o le tele o to mai en faina o mai Toastmasters. Ito tonu la o kilani New Zealand. Na o fie lo le mela Toastmasters and people say well me palang ina galu I didn't know you know and then when they hear that I was going through competitions for etawanga alaunga and they said Ami you will never be able to do it o meanga palang o meanga le kangaka you will never see our Pacific Island people up there Ami you will never see our Samoan you know I never listened to them I heard you know I can hear what they said but that's not God's answers that's not God was telling me what to do you know and when I went through so many competitions, I won so many competitions. I went through the highest level in New Zealand to compete national finals in New Zealand. What did I do? I became the first Pacific Island professional speaker in New Zealand. Ele whaapela o whamatala atu abe o te mimita I tūlanga mea. But this is where I'm coming from. Aue te whaalongolongo I upu ma whamatalanga tangata. E pau ale taimi e tuu ai oe e tamwhai tangata e tuu oe lalo. O le taimi lau vai me tangata. Your own friends, your own circle of friends and families. E vai me wa e alu luma le tūlanga lana. Ina o whaalongo, ina o mana o whale tusi, and tusi people would say to me, Ami, you never wrote a book before. How can you write a book? You don't have what it takes. You don't have any qualifications. You don't have the skills. Of course, I didn't have any of those. But that's not God's answer. God said to me, Ami, I will give you the answer. I will give you the materials. I will give you the structure. I will give you the learning. I will give you, everything how to write a book. And guess what? I did. I wrote a book. I wrote 2 books. Telo ni ngaluenga no alo o whai ngaluenga. People said, elem whai na alo te whai ngaluenga nga ele our degrees. You don't have the degrees, university degrees, which is true. I never had a university degrees, but I managed to get those jobs. I managed to sit down with people and compete with people with all the degrees under the sun. If you know what I mean. O lato e telen degrees in Moama University, and I'm not saying that I don't, But here's where I'm coming from. O le tele tau whaaleanga, o tele tau whaasema, o tele tu mai, o whamatalanga tangata I atu, o e tu oi oi lalo. God will always lift you up because you believe in yourself. And you believe that there is a God up there, if you know what I mean. So the more, I don't want you to feel ngō fia ulangona mo manatu o tātou whapena, e tātou te whaarongolongo, I tāla tangata tātou te wawa ai I me whai tangata. O nā whai nei o tātou langona, I'm telling you now, if you keep on doing that, God will never be able to help you, to lift you up. Langa fo la tātou te whaarongolongo, ma tātou fia ngō fia I tāla tangata. When people put you down, God will lift you up. When people say no to you, God will say yes to you. When people say you don't have what it takes to do it, you don't have the talents, you don't have the skills, you don't have the experience, God will say, yes, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the skills, I'm going to give you the experience, and I'm going to give you the knowledge and the skills to fight for it. Aue te whiu ngō whiu whamatalanga tangata, I a vea whamatalanga tangata, e te whina wai, mo le halu I lumo lo ola soifua, I mea nā te manao, ina ia whataunu ina lalo langa lei. Ia manuia, whaftai.